Do you ever feel good when you're going to an airport?
What?
It's okay, I'm talking into my phone here. Do you ever feel good when you're heading to an airport? I don't. I don't feel good when I wake up. I certainly don't feel good when that bloody awful alarm clock goes off. I don't feel good when I realise I've got a bit of a hangover from the night before. And I don't feel good at airports or on aeroplanes. Well, you gotta expect that. Anyway, enough of the moaning. I'm leaving Athens, it's Sunday morning. I'm heading to the airport. I'm going to catch a flight from Athens to Istanbul, 2.5 hour changeover, and then from Istanbul to Dalaman, and then down to Fethiye. My hotel is in EDDY'S Beach. I'm looking forward to being there, but what I'm not looking forward to is all the rigmarole that goes with travelling this day and age. Passenger locator forms, all kinds of rubbish that you have to have in this day and age with this pandemic still being a very real thing. But enough of the whinging. I'm heading to the airport. I'll be glad when this day is over. Okay, I'm inside Athens Airport, departures terminal, but I'm not sure it's the right one because I can't actually see my flight on the screen there. So maybe I'm in the wrong terminal. All I'll say is that a couple of things that I hate. I hate wearing masks, especially when it's quite a long day. It's two flights that I'm doing today. I hate wearing masks. Another thing that I hate throwing unopened cans of beer away, like I had to do just then. I woke up this morning, there's still a couple of cans of Heineken in the fridge. So I brought them with me, I drank one of them outside, and I couldn't give the other one away, nobody wanted it. An unopened can of Heineken I had to throw in the bin. How heartbreaking is that? When I get to Istanbul airport, I'll be gagging for a beer, except that's a bit of a rip-off, you know what I mean? Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's go and find the right place to check in. Okay, so to be fair, I've told you about a couple of things that I hate, like wearing masks in airports and on aeroplanes, and having to throw unopened cans of Heineken away. They're a couple of things that I hate. One of the things I do love is the free Wi-Fi at airports. I mean, it's so easy to connect. So I'm fully connected. I've got boarding passes and all the other things, what are they called? Passenger locator forms and all of that bollocks, all stored in my phone. The fact that I've been double vaccinated is stored in my two mobile phones. I just hope I can, get it all sorted out now anyway. So hopefully I'll be on the aeroplane in a couple of hours' time. Well, one of them anyway, the first aeroplane. Oh, what an absolute pisser. Oh, Jesus Christ, red tape, Christ. I've even had to come out of the airport to get away from copyright music. Absolutely, okay, absolutely. I waited in the queue. I waited in the queue to get my boarding pass. I've got it stored my mobile phone, two mobile phones. I managed to get the Wi-Fi, and I'm to get these files up on emails and save drafts and all this kind of rubbish. It drives me crazy. Sometimes I love the modern world, and sometimes I absolutely hate it. Then the guys hurry me up. I need your passenger locator form. Okay, so after various attempts, I managed to get it up. I need your PCR. After various attempts, I managed to get it up, and he was almost telling me to go to the back of the queue again because oh, Jesus Christ. All this drives me crazy. Oh well, all this drives me crazy. Anyway, I've got my boarding pass. I've got it here. All the rigmarole and all the crap that you have to go through to get it. I've got my boarding pass. Hopefully I'm going to be on a flight to Istanbul and then probably go through the whole lot of bollocks all over again. Oh wait. Why can't it be the olden days again when life is so simple? Okay, well it looks like I've made the first couple of hurdles anyway. I've got through passport control, I'm in the departure lounge now, and I'm on my way to Istanbul. Boarding pass, all of that kind of stuff. I think that's, you know, I can put that to one side for now, getting mobile phones out and producing all those documents. I've got my passport and I've got my boarding pass. The flight leaves in about 1.5 hours time from Athens to Istanbul. Something, when I got through passport control there, something I noticed that brought something home to me. I'm leaving the country of Greece to go to Istanbul, right? I have a UK passport leaving the country of Greece, and he stamped my passport. I think that brought something home to me there. Guys, us British people are not in Europe anymore. Okay, so it looks like it's all on schedule. 13:25 flight from Athens to Istanbul. I've got about 2.5 hours hovering around Istanbul airport, including taking my luggage off one aeroplane and probably checking it into another one. But it looks like it's all going to schedule. I just want to get on that flight now and get the hell out of here. I'll see you in Istanbul. Okay, moaning ass is back again. So, more rigmarole. I've gone on 2 different airlines. Aegean Airways from Athens to Istanbul, but it's Turkish Airlines from Istanbul to Dalaman, yes? A different airline. And what this meant is that I had to go through passport control in order to collect my luggage, which I thought I'd lost. It's down here anyway. I mean, who else would leave the price tag on? Very, very distinctive luggage. So anyway, I'm now in Istanbul airport, and it looks like I'm going to go through the rigmarole once again of checking my luggage in to get to Dalaman. But I was really worried. I haven't managed to connect to Wi-Fi just yet. I tried to, but it just wasn't having it. And basically, I think it helps if you've got any documents to download them on your smartphone, so then you won't necessarily need Wi-Fi. This is what I'm learning. But what threw me a bit was that for the last few years, you've had to do an online visa for Turkey, and it surprised me yesterday. I got online to be told that from the UK I didn't necessarily need the visa. I'm exempt from it. I don't know if this is something to do with, us leaving Europe or anything like that. But basically, I was a bit worried about what documents he was going to ask for when I went through passport control. But he just asked for my passport, really. That was about it. So that was a bit of a relief. But now, I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm still worrying about all of, what they're going to ask for and whether I've got it or not. So now I've got to check my luggage in again for Turkish Airlines for a domestic flight to Dalaman. So let's get on with it. Okay, so I've technically entered the country of Turkey because I had to go out of the exit and I went into the arrival zone. So there's nothing stopping me heading out to Istanbul. The fact is I don't want to go there. I've got to get to Dalaman. And this is with a different airline. This is with Turkish Airlines. And what it means, I've got to check in my baggage again. This bloody thing here. And the thing is, I don't believe I have a proper boarding pass. I don't think I was sent one. I was for the first flight, the Aegean flight, but not for this one. So you never know what's going to happen next. Are they going to charge me an exorbitant fee for not having a boarding pass, or, the luggage check, or whatever it is? Nothing certain now. I'm technically in the country of Turkey right now. I managed to get through the passport, but now I've got to do this domestic, and I'm far from out of the woods yet. I'm still worrying. What I do know from old about these airlines in Turkey is that if your luggage is slightly over the weight limit, even slightly, they can charge you some really, really extortionate amounts. I'm not going to say me piece here about Istanbul airport or Dalaman, but they're not cheap. Okay, so I've got to check in yet once again, and basically they just asked for my flight number. I had the document there on my phone, and my passport, of course. And they gave me a boarding pass, didn't charge me anything more for it. I've checked my luggage in again, so it's actually gone quite smoothly, really. A lot more smoothly than what I thought. They haven't asked for the document, the arrival document that I downloaded yesterday. They haven't, maybe it's come up on the computer anyway when they see my passport. They also haven't asked for evidence of double vaccination or anything like that. So really, I've been, worried that they're going to stop me for some reason. But, as for the visa, I still don't know what happens at that. I mean, maybe you can tell me. I got a surprise when I looked on the internet and, put in UK citizen. They said visa not required or visa exempt. But anyway, I'm now on the final leg of the journey. I'm in Istanbul airport. My luggage is being checked in. I should be on a flight to Dalaman the next 40 minutes or so. Hopefully I can arrive at Dalaman in the next, within the next couple of hours. I'm already in Turkey, so what is the waiting at the other end? I don't know. I'll believe it when I'm out of the airport in Dalaman and in a taxi on my way to EDDY'S. So, I know I'm worrying a little bit, getting a bit stressed out, but this is a different scenario. Travel's stressful anyway, but when you've got the antivirus and all this rubbish to deal with, it doesn't get any easier. Anyway, I better go and get my flight. Okay, I've got through the gates anyway. I'm about to board now. I believe one of those aeroplanes over there is going to be the one to take me to Dalaman. So, they've actually asked for really just a passport and the boarding pass all along the way. In fact, I didn't even have a boarding pass for this particular segment. So, really, I don't know what I'm worrying about, but nevertheless I do. Hopefully, I'm going to be in Dalaman within the next 1.5 hours. I've still got, I've still got to get out of Dalaman. Don't forget. Really, it's like I'm trying to escape from somewhere, But okay, it's very, very stressful. I'm about to board the airplane. See you soon. That was quite amazing. It's over. The nightmare is over. My flight from Istanbul to Dalaman was a domestic flight. What I didn't realise is that I didn't even have to show my passport at the other end. I am now unleashed onto the streets of Dalaman in Turkey. I've arrived. All of that rigmarole of all of that, PCR and TCP and God knows whatever it's called, all that paraphernalia is over. Do you know what I feel like right now? Now that I'm actually here and I'm going to get a taxi down to Fethiye, EDDY'S area, I feel like Billy Hayes at a Midnight Express. You remember at the end of that movie that guy was banged up in a Turkish prison. He escaped. He kept having stops and starts and thinking, I'm going to get stopped there on my escape. But he eventually got out of there, and as he got out of that Turkish prison to freedom, he punched the air, yes. Well, I feel like Billy Hayes the other way round. I feel an amazing sense of freedom that I've actually arrived in Turkey. I've got through all that bollocks, and I think that's the best word for it. All of this stuff that's going on right now. I've got through all of that. I'm here in Turkey. I can get a taxi. I'll tell you something. First sign about the collapse of the Turkish lira. I've just got converted some English money into Turkish lira right now. I know that the airport exchange don't give you the best rates, far from it. But the fact is, for 100 English pounds, I got 1150 Turkish lira. Oh wow, it's going to be interesting to see what the prices are in this country, how much the taxi journey is going to cost them, and oh my God almighty, freedom. It's about 7 p.m. in the evening right now. Hopefully in about an hour's time I can be in my hotel in EDDY'S, maybe go out for a beer or whatever. I feel really good. I'm just glad that day is over. I thought, with all this downloading, forms and all the other rubbish that goes with it. I mean, it's not my kind of travel at all. It really, really isn't. Red tape is not my kind of travel. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go and get myself a taxi. I know that there are buses that go from here to the Fethiye area. It's quite a long way, but I'm going to afford myself the luxury of having a taxi. See you soon. Well, I've arrived. That's it. I've arrived at EDDY'S beach in a nice, comfortable hotel with a nice little bar downstairs. And this is my hotel room. I've stayed in this one before. Nice and comfortable. It's good to be here. Well, I just arrived in this hotel about 5 minutes ago. I've plonked myself down. I have actually stayed in this hotel before. It's very close to EDDY'S beach in Fethiye, Turkey, and it feels so damn good to be here. It's been quite a long day. I've done a lot of travelling in the past, but what's happening now with this antivirus and the pandemic, it's really, really quite frustrating. It's not travel as I know it. Well, when I arrived at the hotel, the chappie asked me for my passport and also for my health report, my government health report, which is that thing that form I had to fill out online before I came here. Well, funnily enough, getting through the Turkish airports, Istanbul and Dalaman, was actually a lot easier than what I thought. Because maybe they've got it all with the health check code and everything, and the passport, and maybe they've got it all checked online anyway, so it's not a problem. The fact is, I've arrived here now. It feels great to be here. And all I can say is, anyone who's been watching this video throughout, especially people who are not used to seeing me on YouTube, you may well have formed the opinion of, God, this guy is one moaning bastard. He really, really is. He seems to be doing nothing but moan and moan that he's getting stressed out and moan about this, that and the other. Well, I'm not normally like that. You know, you may well have formed the opinion, I don't know why he even bothers leaving the house. He's clearly not cut out for travelling. Well, you've got to understand that this is the first time that I've been travelling for about 1.5 years. This pandemic thing, I think thing is the correct terminology for it, is still unknown territory. And what I'm doing now with Greece and here in Turkey, at least I'm giving it a go. Don't forget, there's a lot of other people, even a lot of other YouTube vloggers, who have given up on the idea of travelling right now, you know, until things smooth themselves out. I think we all want to be somewhere else. I'd like to be in Southeast Asia right now, but it's just not the time. Here I am in, I had a good, well, I really did enjoy Greece, great country. And here I am in Turkey, a country I know very, very well. So listen, if you form the opinion during this video, God, he's a moaning old bastard, this fella. He puts years on you. Well, to be honest with you, if I was watching this video, I'd probably think exactly the same thing. You know, but travel's different now. Travel is not as straightforward, as straight cut as what it used to be. And you just have to get used to that. I don't like being a moaning git. But if I've moaned a little bit, I'm not going to apologise because, like I say, at least I'm giving it a go. At least I'm doing something. I could so easily have stayed in England in the months of September and October or whatever and, you know, endured all the piddling down rain and, you know, just looked at reports on Thailand, when it's going to open again or what can we do. At least I'm doing something anyway. I'm getting back into the swing of travelling. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. I'm in Turkey now. That taxi, by the way, was 290 Turkish lira, which seems very, very extortionate because it's a long journey. It's about an hour, about 60 kilometres, something like that, from Dalaman all the way to EDDY'S. 290 Turkish lira, but that's about 24 quid now in English money. It's about 32 US dollars. 24 quid is about half of what it used to be. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see what the prices are here now with the collapse of the Turkish lira. Listen, guys, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Keep thinking positive. I'm going to be uploading some videos from Turkey very, very soon. Really appreciate you tuning in anyway. It's been a long day. It's about 8:30 in the evening now. Not a bad time. I'm going to go out and get myself a nice meal and a few beers. Cheers.